Good morning, students. Once again, welcome back to Expertise Biology with Yasmin, and here is your Yasmin ma'am. Hope you all are good and safe at home. Take special care of yourselves. Now, let us proceed with biology, one of the chapter in 8 that is conservation of plants and animals. Under this chapter, we have already studied about the ecosystem, we have studied about the environment, we have studied about the flora, fauna, the biodiversity. Yes, now today we are going to move further in this chapter, that is biodiversity in forest. What we have already studied about the biodiversity means many different types of species in a particular area. Now we are going to study about the biodiversity in forest. What is the importance of forest and what are the different types of biodiversity in forest? Now, about 1/5 of the area of our country, that is 67.71 million hectares, which is 20.6% of the total area of India, is under forest cover. Means you understood the sentence, meaning of the sentence, that about 20.6% of the area of India is covered with forest. Okay, so that means about near about 1/5 of the area of India is covered with forest. And in the later part, we are going to study about the importance of forest. Okay, how the forests are so important. And as the chapter says, in this chapter we are going to study about the conservation of plants and animals, the wildlife. Especially the conservation of wildlife, why wildlife has to be conserved. So to understand why it has to be conserved, first we have to understand its importance. What are its importance? What is its important role that it plays in our environment? Now, importance of forests are as follows. They yield valuable products such as timber, wood, latex, gum, medicinal plants, etc. Means what? These forests, they give us the important products, the valuable products. Valuable products means having lots of value. It gives us valuable products such as timber for making furniture and all those things. For it gives wood, and wood, you know the importance of wood. Wood is very important in making furniture. It's used as a fuel in cooking food. Yes. Nowadays also as it is winter, we use wood as a fuel. Yes. Now latex, gum, we get gum. What is gum? Everyone knows what is gum. Yes. Adhesive. Yeah. And then medicinal plants. Medicinal plants means what? The plants which is used for making medicines, that is the herbs, the herbal medicines, the Ayurvedic medicines which has no side effects. So forest provides us with such valuable items, such valuable products. Okay. The next is they protect wildlife. Since wildlife depends on forest for food and shelter. See, these things you must have studied even in 6th and 7th. Okay. And it's proceed now, and in 9th also you will study this. So it's very important that you have to understand each and every point of it, the importance of forest. First we will understand the importance and then why and how to conserve the forest or the forest life or the wildlife. They protect wildlife since wildlife depends on forest for food and shelter. The forest has a very important role as it acts as a shelter. It acts as a shelter for the wildlife there, because many of the animals and many of the birds, many of the insects, they stay on plants and trees. And on the forest, as there are variety of plants, there are lots of vegetation, so many animals, many birds, many insects, they get shelter. It's home for them. And even they get food from them. What they eat, the birds what they eat, the animals what they eat, the wild animals or the birds that are staying there. The birds, they get their food from the leaves only, from the fruits that on the plants. Okay. So the plants, they play a very important role. The forest, they play a very important role as they provide shelter and food for the wildlife. Next, let us proceed in the next point to the next point. they help in maintaining the balance between carbon dioxide and oxygen in the atmosphere, as plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen during photosynthesis. See, the plants, the forest, they play a very important role in maintaining the balance between the carbon dioxide and the oxygen. What that means what we do during respiration, we take in oxygen from the air and we give out carbon dioxide. And this carbon dioxide, it is used by what? It is used by the plants, by the forest. Okay. So by this, the balance, the eco-balance is maintained between the two important gases of the air, that is the carbon dioxide and the oxygen. So let us read this once again. They help maintain the balance between carbon dioxide and the oxygen in the atmosphere, as plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen during photosynthesis. This photosynthesis and respiration, they are vice versa. Okay? In photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is taken and in respiration, carbon dioxide is given out. Now the next, they regulate the temperature of the earth. So the forest areas are cooler. They regulate the temperature of the earth. How they regulate? As they are maintaining the balance of these gases. In this way, they are also maintaining the balance of the temperature of that particular area. So we say that the forest areas are cooler. See, I will give you a small example. If this is a small room, if more number of people are there coming here in this room, so the carbon dioxide level will increase as they are giving more and more of carbon dioxide is given by the people in this room. So the temperature of this area will increase. So the plants, what they do, so we feel hotter. So what the plants they do, they take in carbon dioxide, and in this way they are helping us to maintain the temperature on the earth. Okay. So let us see further in the importance of forest. The next point is they maintain the water cycle in nature. Everyone knows water cycle and how water cycle is important for us. By the water cycle only the continuity of water is there on the earth. So forest, they play a very important role in this water cycle. They maintain the water cycle in nature by releasing water during transpiration. During transpiration, the plants, the forest, they release what? Water, and which cools the atmosphere, and which cools the atmosphere in the surrounding of the forest by the process of transpiration. And they means what? The forest. They maintain the water table by slowing down the flow of rainwater. They maintain the table, water table. Water table, everyone knows what is water table? The amount of water in the water sources. So they maintain the water table by slowing down the flow of rainwater, which results in increased absorption of water by the soil. And absorption of water by the soil is important, and this also helps in checking the flood. Means forest. How? Forest help in checking the number of floods in that area. That this point will explain you that how forest helps in controlling flood. The forest, they maintain the water table by slowing down the flow of rainwater, which results in increased absorption of water by the soil, and this helps in checking or controlling flood, because means what? The water is absorbed by the soil, and this helps in controlling flood. They prevent soil erosion. Everyone knows soil erosion. These terms, I think by this stage you must be knowing soil erosion means what? The upper layer of the soil is eroded by different means, by water, by wind, etc. Okay. So they prevent soil erosion as the roots of trees bind the soil and prevent soil erosion by wind and water. Means what? The roots of the trees, they bind the soil so that they can't be flown away by, they can't be eroded by the wind and water. So this way the forest, they play a very important role in the environment. Students, we have studied about the diversity. Yes. So the different types of diversity we have studied. So now further in this chapter, we are going to study about the threats to biodiversity. We have studied before what is the importance of biodiversity, why it is important. So now we are going to study what is the threat to biodiversity. Okay. Now, the threat to biodiversity. Deforestation and loss. So these are the four main threats to biodiversity. Means by this the biodiversity is disturbed. Okay. Deforestation and loss of habitat. Deforestation and loss of habitat. Habitat means what? The place where the species stays is known as habitat. This we have done in lower classes. And deforestation is cutting down trees. So deforestation and loss of habitat. This is one of the main reasons which adds a threat to biodiversity. Okay. And we have studied the biodiversity, its importance and biodiversity in forest. So and now we are going to study about the threats to biodiversity, how these things are in danger. Wildlife trade. Wildlife trading is done, so that why also biodiversity is in danger. Now third is pollution and climate change. And fourth is introduction of new species. Every time a new species is added, by that also the biodiversity is disturbed. Now, let us do these things in detail now further. Now, first point that we are going to handle now is deforestation and loss of habitats. Now, first of all, we should know the definition of deforestation or what is deforestation. Cutting down forest and using the land for other purposes is known as deforestation. We know that the population of India is increasing day by day. So, if the population is increasing, you have to cut, even though our earth is covered by 20% of forest, but as the population is increasing day by day, the forest or the trees are cut to provide to this population the houses, the factories, the farming is done. So, deforestation is done. Okay. Now, cutting down forest and using the land for other purposes is known as deforestation. Now, why the deforestation is done and or what are the reasons for deforestation? To build homes, factories, roads and dams. See, as the population is increasing day by day, so they have something they need to stay, they need homes, yes, to build homes, to build factories. If people are there, they have to earn, they have to work, and for that there should be more and more factories. Roads and dams. So deforestation is done to build homes, factories, roads and dams. Now, second is for farming, as more food is needed to feed the growing population. As I have told you before, farming is done. So the forests are cut to do farming. So to feed the people, the population, to feed the population, farming has to be done, because only by farming only we get the food grains to eat. So to feed the increasing population, farming is done, and for farming deforestation is done, that is cutting of trees are done. Next is for mining of minerals such as coal, petroleum and ores. Again, deforestation is done for mining also. As you must be knowing what is mining. Mining is to getting the minerals from the earth. Okay. Now, we have many mines in Dhanbad. Everyone must be knowing. So, for mining of minerals such as coal, petroleum and ores. Next, to get wood which is used in construction, for making furniture and as fuel. Wood, we cut wood. You must have done these things in lower class, that wood is cut. Forest means mainly wood, and by wood many furnitures are made. Wood is used for making paper also. So wood is used for construction also. So wood is cut for making it, for using it for construction, for making furniture and as a fuel. Still in the rural areas, wood are used as a fuel for cooking. Okay. Now, over by cattle also causes deforestation. Overgrazing by cattle means what? What is overgrazing? The cattles are made, the cattles, they eat grass and the plants, and so if there are more and more cattles, overgrazing, by overgrazing also deforestation means damage to the plants and the grasses in a particular area. So overgrazing by cattle is also one of the cause of deforestation, and deforestation also occurs due to natural calamities such as tsunami, flood, etc. See, we must be knowing about the natural calamities. Natural calamities, they are very dangerous and they cause, the examples of natural calamities are tsunami, flood and many more are there. What they do, they take away full village with them. Okay, and by this also, this is also one of the main reason of deforestation. So in this part, whatever is taught now, what type of questions would be asked? It can be asked, what is biodiversity? Could be asked, what is the importance of biodiversity? Which are the different biodiversity in forest? And what is the threat to biodiversity? What is deforestation? What are the causes of deforestation? Now if you want, you can take a screenshot of this area, of this part,